Saturday, the 24th of March 2012, and we're out at this year's storm spotter training. Actually, this year it's a recertification. Added more tests, more in-depth stuff, and a little bit more stringent training. So it's going to take, well, they're saying it starts at 11:30 and gets over around 5:30. So that's a good 6 hours, maybe 7, I don't know. So we're gonna give it a try, see how it goes, and hopefully we pass the test and get recertified. Let's get
precipitation area of the storm. Here is a shelf cloud right here. You can see it's picked up some dust on the ground here. Again, this is air coming down and pushing out. And the leading edge of that is where you get this cloud. It's usually where the gust front is when that cloud passes. Here's an example of a squall line. Sometimes these can be over 100 miles long or more. And you would have a big shelf cloud a lot of times extending way all along this, ahead of this storm here, as it's moving quickly across the ground, or quickly from left to right. From the side view of this storm, or squall line type storm, usually they're very fast moving. They have a strong downdraft indicated by the blue arrows here. Here's where your gust front is, where the cold front symbol is. And you have an updraft here, usually just out ahead of it, of this type of storm. And on the top-down view of it, you see your heaviest rain, and where you have, especially in squall lines that have damaging winds, it's usually going to be way out in the front part of the storm here, and this is your gust front right here. Again, here's your shelf cloud, horizontal looking. Cold air coming down here, warm air rising above the shelf. Here's another one. Sometimes you'll get scud that hangs down ahead of the shelf cloud there, out in front of the shelf cloud hanging down. Those are not funnel clouds, not tornadoes. Because you can get damaging winds, these downburst winds or straight line winds as it passes. So as this is moving towards you, like in this picture here, you want to be watching the trees on the horizons here and maybe power lines to see what happens when that wind hits it. So here is another type of squall line, which is a notorious damaging wind producer, which is called a bow arrow. And so we have a line of thunderstorms that starts bowing out, and this would be moving in this case from the northwest to southeast. And so where it's bowed out, right here, is where you get your most intense winds and damage that takes place in the ground. And sometimes the damage can be like a weak to moderate tornado. Turbulent as it's passing by you. Underneath it be turbulent. You may see some circulation or rotation, and you'll say, oh, there's a funnel cloud forming or rotation. It's really harmless rotation. It's just due to all the turbulence that's occurring through all the descending air coming out into that storm. All right, people do mix these things up. So the difference between shelf clouds and wall clouds. Shelf clouds are in a downdraft. Cold air coming down out of the storm. They're horizontal, they push out from the storm, act like a steamroller. Wall clouds have updraft, warm inflow to it. They form underneath the rain-free cloud base of the supercell storm. They're vertical and they stay in the same spot. And if they rotate about a vertical axis like a spinning ice skate.
Finally, first break. It's just 3 o'clock now. It's sitting in there since about 12 noon. I'm about ready to fall asleep waiting for them to start. But yeah, some pretty good pretty good new information. They even have a Twitter set up. I think it's hashtag OAXWX. Not sure, but it should be in. Gotta go check in the car, see if I got a pin in there. There's supposed to be a test after all this. There's a little view of the East Campus building. Some vehicles. UFC truck. Another one.
2011. That's a good sign. There we go. These were all the tornadoes that occurred last year in 2011. And of course, you can see the concentration in the southeast. You can see Nebraska, and there's something about southeast Nebraska that I want to talk about. First of all, for the year ranked number 2, 1,691 verified tornadoes. Now, do recall that there are many more tornadoes that are reported by the public. Some of them turn out to not be tornadoes. Some of them are multiple counts. 3 different people in 3 different locations see the same tornado. It momentarily goes into a listing as 3, and then later on they verify. The 2011 data are now available for our purposes, but won't be totally available until this coming summer around June. 15 Celsius, double that for Fahrenheit. There's been 20 to 30 degrees above normal here. So much above normal, I'd like to point out to the International Falls a week ago today at a low temperature of 54. Now that's important. Include temperature with a 70% or higher probability. You know and I know that weather forecasting is the most accurate today and tomorrow and the next few days, and there could be even problems with that. But to tell somebody on April 3rd, I'm 70% to 80%, that's in this corridor here, 70 to 80% confident it's still going to be warmer than normal. That's a very high probability. The last few days, every once in a while, one of these maps has a 90 on it, which means 90 to 100% confidence that 2 weeks from now, this is what the weather is going to do.
Okay, the question is, what type of cloud are we looking at in this video? A shelf cloud, a mantis, a wall cloud, or a scud? You guys need to go back to the video?
Yeah, I didn't see it. Hey, nice one.
Here we go.
And it's just after 5 o'clock, and hey, I passed. Oh, I got my new ID thing. Only missed 4 out of 30. I guess you couldn't miss no more than 10. So now time to head over to the grocery store, pick up whatever the heck Jen needs me to pick up, and go home and see what other kind of running around we gotta do or messes I gotta clean.